Hey guys, Joe Debugger here. So in our last video we went over a program and we talked about classes, but we didn't really get into the code. Well, today we're about to get down and dirty and actually create a program together. So let's start today off with just opening up your Visual Studios, and we're going to be creating a Windows form. So go into Visual Studios, and once you have it open, go to File, New, Project, and let's select Windows Form Apps. So now if you're new to Visual Studios, this is kind of just the basic templates that are available to the basic install. So I don't think I've really installed anything too advanced yet. And I've just got a basic mobile development app, web apps, universals, WPF, Windows Forms. Then it also has stuff for other languages as well. But for today, we're just going to be doing Windows Form apps. And then we can create or name this project whatever we'd like to. I'm going to do mine wrecking some classes today. Wrecking some classes. Now, the name is totally irrelevant to anything, so you can name it for whatever. Since this is just a tutorial, let's have some fun. Name it something that's going to make you smile. And now on the right here, if you're new to Visual Studios, this is going to be your Solution Explorer. This is going to show you your solution, your project, and then all the other things that are underneath your project. So we have a Windows form here, a program class file, some properties, and then the references that it uses. And then on the bottom here, these are going to be properties. So as you click on stuff, you're going to see that this properties pane will change. And that's something that we're going to be manipulating a lot to create our UI of our Windows form. So right off the bat, you're going to want to open up this toolbox, which if you don't see yours on the left, you'll have to go to View here and then click on the toolbox. It'll pop up there. Then you can pin it off to the side or whatever. I suggest you slide that bad boy over and you lock her down, because it's a pain to have to go to that view every time. So now this program, if you recall from the last video, it's pretty simple. It's going to be a button, which you can just double click, it adds it on. There's going to be a couple labels. So we'll throw one of those on there, and I think a couple text boxes. And that's how we're going to capture our values and then start to leverage that in our classes. So we need the text boxes in order to pull that data. And for some reason, I always have troubles with my alphabet, but I finally got them. So I always just start copying and pasting my objects instead of continuously dragging those in. So I know I'm going to have those three buttons. And that was going to be the show message, the get number, and the count, which incremented it. And we're going to have that count here, or the close button here. And we'll just mildly make it pretty. And then we're going to have the location and the text, or the location and the number text boxes. So in Visual Studios, you're able to slide over and just highlight over two objects, and it links them together so you can copy them together, and it makes creating a quick UI very simple. So next we're going to start manipulating some of these properties. So we can go click on the object, then go to the properties, and the text is going to show what's going to be displayed here. So this is going to be our location one, and this top one is going to be our number one. Now, I don't need to give these a name or anything so that I can reference them in code, because I really don't care about those. They're just static labels. Now, these text boxes, on the other hand, now these do matter. So I will be going to the name property on these, which is how we're going to reference it in code. And I will be setting that to probably TB underscore the logical thinking for. So TB number. I ain't always logical, but when it comes to referencing my objects, I need to keep that stuff straight. So I prefix it with the object type, and then I usually give it some kind of like whatever distinct thing to it. And now these buttons, if you recall from the last video, is going to be show message. So we might as well swap the text on these, and then also the name right away. And if your message or your whole message doesn't show there, we're able to just drag these across a little bit. And this one will be get number. And we'll give the name so we can access it in code to get num. And this one will be the count. And we'll also switch the text. So it looks nice for all the users. It's gotta look pretty for everyone. And we got the close button here. Close and button underscore close. So at this point, you can go around and kind of pretty this up if you want. Start clicking on things and change some properties. So you can change the icon of this, the text, whatever, and play with it. Playing Reckon some classes. And a couple extra S's in there. Now this is our basic UI. Now from here, we're going to start getting down and dirty, but we might have to think a little bit. So what are we doing here? We've got 2 text boxes, so these are going to be capture fields, and then we got 3 things. So we kind of have 3 things that are probably going to be doing something. Oh, and we also wanted to add a label in here. And we'll just make this thing visible is equal to false, and we don't need any text, and we'll give it a name of label underscore number. Alright, so that's our first video. We got everything done, and in the next video, we're actually going to get into the code and start wrecking with some classes. See you guys next time. Joe Debugger out.